Let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. I have the wife with me.
Hello.
And it's always a fun time with the wife. It's always a weird time with the wife.
Yeah.
It's never like covering news and current events when you're here.
No, we do fun stuff.
We get into the weird stuff. There's a very weird story that Joe Rogan tells in this clip that I'm about to show you. Just give me 30 seconds. And it's about a lady who went missing and popped up in a very odd place. Very, very odd. And we're going to play the clip for you, and then we're going to dig deeper into the whole thing. Wife has some information. I got some clip type stuff here. And yeah, let's get into it. This could definitely be a movie.
Yeah, 100%.
100% could be a movie. Let's get into it. Joe Rogan first, and then we'll do the rest after. Let's go.
That about global warming. He can do it about any subject.
Right.
You just got to find out what's the angle. If there's a thing that makes you laugh, like we were talking about it last night, like when I was talking about, we were talking about writing new stuff, I go, I just need subjects. Like once I got a subject that I'm interested in, I can fucking write punchlines. I can write the funny stuff.
Right.
But I need things that excite me, that really do excite me to talk about.
That truly, that you care about.
When something comes up and it's like something that I'm actually, like the Bodies exhibit one, that shit took me a long time to figure out. Like, how do you make comedy out of dead people? You know, and there's parts of it that I couldn't make work. There's this one lady who was having an affair with the mayor of this town, and she was on a news broadcasting show, and she got pregnant, and the wife found out about it. The lady went missing. She was scrubbed from the internet. The wife of the man who was the mayor, who this woman was having an affair with, the wife was the manager of the Plastination plant that turns people into statues when they use them for the Bodies exhibit. And then months later, a woman with an 8-month-old baby was on display. A woman with an 8-month-old baby on display in her womb. Her proportions exactly match this missing woman. They won't do a DNA test. They won't. Never done that.
Damn.
This woman was then afterwards. This woman who was the manager of the Plastination plant, who was married to the mayor, was arrested for murder, charged, tried. She didn't go to the trial. She had a stand-in go to the trial. So there was a woman who, raised her right hand, did the whole thing, got tried and convicted, who wasn't her.
Whoa.
So I don't know how that works, but I would imagine you bribe the family.
Right. You'd be like, hey, you stand trial for me and we'll give you money.
You're going to be in a nice prison. It's no big deal.
Right.
For 10 years, and we'll give you, more money than you ever made in your life.
Right.
And so they would sacrifice their kid to go to jail. So the family...
Man, China don't fuck around.
China don't fuck around.
They don't fuck around. They always said that the World War III would be on the internet, and if that's the case, they are winning.
They're definitely making a lot of good moves.
They're making a lot of. If you were to look up at the whole thing, you look at China, you'd be like, damn, they are doing the right things to be in a place of a very powerful position and very soon.
Yeah. No, they're not. Not really. A lot of people don't realize that. It seems that way. And we're kind of mongered that way in terms of fear. But, Trump was saying, he's like, they would constantly, every time they were in a meeting, they would position themselves like they were still developing and then they needed help. And
Really?
He'd be like, nah,
Nah.
I think you're okay. And if you're not okay, even better for us. So let's do the deal like you're just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would always do that.
Interesting.
He'd be like, it's been like this for 30 years. He came in and blew some stuff like right out of the water. He was like, I'm not treating you like you're sick and need help. I'm not doing that with you. It was amazing. Sorry, I've been doing too much Trump content. I'm all caught up in it. But that is the weird story. And let's get into it.
Yeah, they didn't give a lot of details. He just kind of, like you said, glazed over it.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing that I've never heard of.
When I heard that, I was like, whoa, what? But then I also remembered something that you actually found in terms of articles. And yeah. Where do you want to start? Wherever you want to go.
Well, when you first showed me this, I was having the hardest time finding information.
Of course.
Because I didn't realize at first that it was like a Chinese story. That helped narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
But I was searching like mayor's mistress missing. Mm-hmm. There are so many.
Wow, really? Really?
It was so hard to find it.
Really?
And I was like, what is going on right now?
Oh.
Or like someone's wife offing mistress. And again, so many.
Really?
It was hilarious. Not hilarious, but like sad, and there was a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But eventually I found out who this person was.
Mm-hmm.
So her name was Zhang Weiji.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's her there. That's her picture. And she was a news anchor in China in like the 1990s. And everybody loved her.
See, that's how you know it was China right away. Because you couldn't do that in America.
Couldn't do what?
You couldn't take out a news anchor.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that. Maybe some lady, you know, just some lady your husband's seeing that just like works at like, I don't know, Krispy Kreme or something.
Krispy Kreme.
But you could not just be like, I'm going to go after this newscaster that everybody knows.
Yeah. She was in her late 20s when she went missing. And she was 8 months pregnant with this guy's baby.
Yeah.
And the guy that she was seeing was the mayor at the time of the city she worked in.
Mm-hmm.
And his name was Bao Zhailai.
Really?
Yeah. So he later ended up going on to be, what was his title? Like pretty high up in the party of China.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
I'm playing this for you guys because this is what they do to the bodies.
Oh, yeah. That's what he was talking about. Like he said, a plastination factory.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to switch to the other article just so you can see like a real life version of it. Like that's what they end up looking like.
Yeah, like I feel like I've seen these like in museums and stuff.
Well, it's a moving exhibit apparently.
Yeah. They have a couple different ones.
Which is why this they probably do have a couple different ones, but that's why you would do this.
Yeah.
Because like you put that woman in that state and then she leaves.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah,
Wow.
so this Bao guy who she was having an affair with was the Minister of Commerce of China.
Oh.
So he ended up being pretty high up.
Okay, that's why she was able to do this.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But she went missing, I think, in like some articles said 1998, some said 2002. So somewhere around there is when she went missing. And I don't know where Joe got this info from, but nobody was ever tried or convicted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's still considered missing. It's not even proven that the person they thought was her in this exhibit was her.
Wow. Well, I think the trial wasn't for the woman who was pregnant. I think it was for someone else.
Yes.
She might have like did in somebody else.
Yeah. Well, if we get into that right now, so this couple, Bao is the husband and his wife is Gu.
And when you say that, you mean these two? Like this is the husband and wife?
That's the husband and wife.
Okay.
And the picture above was the mistress, who was the news anchor, who went missing in 2002. And then later on in 2012, Bao and his wife ended up offing a businessman from the UK.
Whoa.
Technically, she was the only one who was convicted. Her and like somebody who worked in their house, like a housekeeper or something, were both convicted of this guy's demise.
Wow. So interesting the way that place works.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't even just say that place. I mean, it works like that here too. But at the same, like, why not just test this pregnant lady who's passed away, test her DNA, and at least give the family some closure?
Yeah. Because
this is obviously a thing that she does. He does as well. So it's like, why not just give the benefit of the doubt and be like, let's just check this thing. Let's get this case closed.
And then in 2012, he was convicted of bribery and embezzlement.
Whoa.
So he was kicked out of the Party of China.
Really?
Yeah. So they're not great people.
No, they're mobsters.
To begin with.
They're mobsters, basically. Look, she looks so nice.
Yeah, she looks like a nice lady.
She looks literally like somebody who'd be like asking for directions. I don't, can I over? And you'd be like, over there, over there.
She looks like a sweet tourist lady.
Yeah.
But no, she likes to get rid of people.
Wow.
Yep.
Jeez.
So going back to this poor mistress who disappeared. So she ended up, they say, in this exhibit called Body Worlds, which is what you were saying is plastination.
Yes.
So plastination is when they remove like all the body's fluids and everything, and they replace it with resin. So it makes it like very hard, and it preserves all the tissue.
Really?
Yeah. So that's how they do it.
Interesting.
And I don't know if you can go to the...
Okay, here's one I can show you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for the lack of images, guys. You have no idea what kind of positions they're putting these people into, man.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's not great. I don't really like it.
It's not... Like, you think it'd just be on exhibit so you can see the human body, but they're doing weird stuff with these bodies.
Yeah. Like they're in like weird poses and
in positions.
Yeah. There were like 2 of them having relations.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot.
Jeez.
And these people are supposedly donating their body to this exhibit, so they know they're going to be displayed.
Supposedly.
We'll get into that too.
Supposedly, but there's this theory too, right?
Yeah.
This is the theory that I always knew. I knew this.
Really?
I heard. Well, this I could swear I couldn't find the clip. Maybe Joe had it scrubbed off of YouTube, but I remember Joe talking about this, and he was talking about it being prisoners. He was talking about this exact thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, this has to be it. But now I can't find it on anything.
Interesting.
It's very interesting, because the Chinese, they have certain prisoners who have been held captive for quite some time.
Yeah.
It's a political, religious group of people, and it's supposedly them. So it's supposedly not donated. Allegedly, that's what you hear through the tinfoil grapevine.
Yeah.
But what else? What else you got?
Well, from that article as well, it was talking about, it's actually a Canadian article, and they were talking about this human rights group who was questioning the display of these people and the bodies.
Asking where it came from?
Exactly, and asking if there was consent for them to be displayed, and asking where the origin of the bodies were, because they had heard, I guess, these allegations about them being Chinese prisoners. So this Canadian group was investigating and trying to figure it out, and this company who was displaying them was called Premier Exhibitions, was the display in Canada. So it was a different company than the one they found this other lady in, but they couldn't verify the origin of the bodies.
Really?
So they couldn't even say for sure where they came from or who they were, like the people.
It's a perfect crime.
They were just touring around with these. They treated them like just statues.
Yeah, of course.
And not as human beings anymore.
Yeah, of course.
Which is crazy.
Just gonna find the creator for everybody, so they understand exactly.
Oh yeah, he's wild. The guy who started Plastination.
Yeah.
He's also terminally ill apparently, so it might be the reason why he looks so crazy. But even the way he dresses, like he looks like Freddy Krueger.
Plastination. It started showing me PlayStation because I put in China. Come on, Google, be better.
Yeah. And they also said of this group in Canada, they don't have the authority to take possession of the bodies, and therefore can't conduct any autopsies because they don't belong to them, and there's not enough evidence to suggest any kind of wrongdoing. It was just like a theory.
Wow. Oh, true.
So that could be why they couldn't do any kind of autopsy or DNA testing on...
And that lady knew
on the
that.
missing woman.
That lady knew that.
Yeah, maybe.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because why else would you do that? You know it's going to be on display. It's like, it's way too big of a thing.
Yeah.
But if you know that they can't be DNA tested, you're just like, yeah, so what?
And another interesting thing is the guy she was actually convicted of offing, she had poisoned.
Really?
Yeah. So it was poison was her MO on the one that she was actually convicted of. But if you use poison on someone, like it doesn't damage their body.
Oh, so she was going to do it again.
Or she could have done it before, is what I mean, for this lady.
Yep.
Because there's no damage on that body in the exhibition.
I can't find any pictures of this guy anymore.
No?
No, they're not coming up. I try not to use Google anymore. I don't even know why I said Google. I'm just in the habit. I use Brave now.
Oh, yeah? I don't know that one.
Yeah, comment section. Comment section put me up on Brave. They're like, what are you doing using Brave?
Interesting.
Or what are you doing using Google? But that's the creator right there. Odd gentleman. Gunther, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird guy.
There's Gunther.
Yeah, he's just a bit too into it, I think.
There he is.
And he's requested that when he passes, he be part of the exhibit as well.
Of course. Good for him. That's like Steve.
His wife.
That's like Steve Jobs. He got made into an iPod. He did.
Really? What does that even mean?
He they took his body and made it into an iPod. They
Allegedly.
No, they did. It's on display in Apple.
No.
I always mess with her. She believed
I was gonna
me.
say there's no proof he's actually dead.
Oh man, but yeah, that's Gunther there.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got on this one?
Not much. There's honestly not a lot about this woman anymore. It was really hard to find any info about her.
Wow, so sad. So what was the update? This article you sent me was an update.
Yeah, it doesn't have an update. It doesn't have anything in it.
Oh, the update. It's all the way at the bottom. Oh, the update is that there is no update about the journey. Wow.
Because it starts off saying like it's been more than 2 decades since her disappearance. And there's still no update.
Jeez.
That is the update.
This is why I'm not going to China.
That's crazy.
That's exactly why. Never going to China.
And I'll probably never ever want to go to one of these body exhibits either.
No.
Like
Never.
It just puts a weird taste in my mouth knowing that these people might not be consenting.
Willing.
Yes.
Yeah, you want a person to be, you don't want this for someone.
No. Like it's one thing because I feel like I've seen it just like a regular museum. Some of the body things, like I feel like I've seen ones with like nerves or just like a heart or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a lot different than like being posed in a weird position.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very weird. I like it though. Like I like this story.
Yeah, the
story
wild.
is very, very weird.
Yeah.
And
the funny thing is you mentioned that this could be a movie. And this story isn't exactly a movie, but there is a movie called The Laundromat that came out in 2019 on Netflix.
Okay.
And it was a couple different stories about laundering money. And what the third story was actually of the death of Neil Haywood, who was the British businessman that this Chinese couple got rid of.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this movie wasn't small. Like it was Meryl Streep, Antonio Banderas. Like there's a lot of people in this movie. So this couple's actually featured, like played in this movie.
Huh. Very interesting.
Very weird.
Just a weird story.
Yeah, the whole thing.
I just wanted to see this whole thing be played out. I want to show everybody the actual mother, but I know I can't, so I'm not going to. But I want to somehow.
Yeah, but look it up, guys.
Where is she? See,
careful.
I almost showed it to you guys. Jesus.
Go to the one.
The only reason we can't show is because they make them pretty much naked. They don't show them properly.
Yes. Go to the weird Lipstick Alley article I sent you.
Okay.
And then scroll down. It has the blurred out one.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that is the lady. That is the lady. That's how she was last seen, allegedly.
Yeah.
So they're saying.
Yeah, and they were saying it had like the same dimensions as this missing woman.
Just
and even
evil.
like the facial structure, the height.
Just
the
evil.
baby was at the same point in gestation.
Damn. Sad one. Yeah, we're never going over there.
No.
We'll go to South America or something. We can hang out there. Even though, yeah, they have their problems too.
Everybody does.
But anything else?
No.
I just wanted to make that one real quick. It was an interesting one for me, guys. There's these things that Joe talks about that he just glazes over, and at this channel, we're bringing you the absolute best and the most Rogan clips, and you can put us up against his own channel, and we will have more and better ones. I'm top 4 Rogan channels.
Really? You were top 5 before?
Top 4.
Wow.
Top 4 channels.
That's great.
Isn't that weird?
That's amazing.
And one of them's his.
That's so funny.
So it's like I'm just like a few away. We'll see.
Beat him out of his own game.
Yeah, then I get sued and there's a whole thing, and then I go on to his podcast and we make up. That's eventually. We'll do that in like 2030 before the world blows up.
Perfect.
Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
All right, guys, like and subscribe. I just wanted to play that one quick for you. And other than that, we are out.
Bye.